Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Today, we're going to be fusing Dragonlord in the lower echelon. Now, before we jump into it, it is going to be quite the process. I am using the Game 8 calculator to kind of help me get there, because this is not something you would intuitively find out, I don't think. But, yes, we are going to be going through and getting Dragonlord, and this is all going to be monsters from the lower echelon, and not or earlier, because this is the earliest, I suppose, right? So you should be able to get it before you get to the medium echelons. Now, that being said, it is a process, all right? So you're going to want a list of the monsters that you're going to need, which I'm going to kind of list off here for you. I'm not going to look them all up, because that's just going to add a lot of time to the video. So I will put a list in the description. I will also put a link to Game 8 so you can kind of get the visuals of where you're going, what you need. But so I would recommend looking for these monsters as you're going through the early game, and then by the time you're getting ready to go to the middle echelons, you should be able to just fuse this monster, fuse the Dragonlord. Now, also, if you're already past that point in the game, it only took me like 25-30 minutes to go and scout every one of these guys. Once you could just teleport around, you know where they're at, that kind of stuff. It's really not that big of a deal. So let's jump into it. So also, I'm not going to show you exactly where to get every one of these monsters. If it was anything less, but it's like 28 monsters. It would just be a 15-minute video of me telling you where to get all the G-rank monsters that you need, all right? So we're just going to skip that. I'm going to give you the names, and it's going to be in the description down below, and you can look it up from there. We're just going to go over the monsters in the synthesis process needed. So, other note, you will be able to skip some steps. If you see any of the monsters that we're going to need after we get into it a little bit, then that will help you bypass some scouts, right? If you're already further into the game and you can capture some of these in the middle echelon, then you get to bypass quite a bit of the scouting. But this is built from the simplest ingredients, basically, that we can manage. So here's what you're going to need. Lump Wizard times 4, which Lump Wizard is actually, that's the one I didn't break down. That's a synthesis. That is a 1 G rank demon and 1 G rank undead, or at least 1 G rank between the two of them. Foo Dog, one of those. 3 Pocus Poppets. 2 of any material monsters, 2 skeletons, 1 Restless Armor, 1 Woebergine, that's the eggplant guy, 1 Funghoul, 1 Kalamari Kid, 1 Phantom Fencer, at least 1 G-rank dragon or undead parent, so that's to fuse something else, a Stark Raven, a Skipper, 2 Blinksters, 2 Drackies, a Ghost, a Succubat, and finally any slime monster at all. So again, it's kind of a big list. I will put that in the description. Actually, can I make it show up on my screen here? Can I display capture? I could display capture and I could throw it right here. Here's the list that I'm doing. Sorry, I can't see my mouse because I have my thing changed. So this is here. This will be in the comments down below. I'm using my recording thing. I need that back though, so I can actually see it. So this is not the only way to do this, right? If you really want to do it a different way, or there's some monsters that you might be able to bypass, a lot of these are pretty specific and you do need exactly these, but there are a few that you likely are going, like the Foo Dog is not necessary with another Lump Wizard, but I'm making an Abracadabrador, which is a monster that you don't need specifically, but you need a certain rank of what the Abracadabrador is that'll let you fuse something else. So, without further ado, let's jump into the synthesis. All right, so we're trying to get, before the Dragonlord, his parents are, his or her, I don't know, their parents is going to be the Knight Aberrant and the Cosmic Chimera. We're going to first go over the Knight Abhorrent, all right? And now the Knight Abhorrent needs a Knight Errant and a Bone Baron. I forgot to switch that back. It's okay. There we go. All right. So the Knight Errant this is going to be the simplest part of the process, which is why I'm starting here. We need just a D rank demon or a D rank material monster. So you need a demon and a material. One of them needs to be at least a D rank. So to make the Knight Errant. So the way I decided to get this one's the most open for however you want to do it. The one that I found the easiest was to get an Abracadabrador. Now, in order to get an Abracadabrador, you need to fuse a Lump Wizard, all right? Remember, Lump Wizard is the one that requires, it's like any demon and any undead, I think it was. Yeah, any demon and any undead of G rank, and you should be able to get a lump wizard, right? So once you get a lump wizard, you're gonna fuse your lump wizard with a Pocus Poppet to get a lump shaman instead. Just think about making the lump wizard red, and then you got it. You get the red guy to make the lump wizard red. Then, so I already did that part of the process. This is the only synthesizing I did, really, because I wanted to get a little bit of a head start. Honestly, I was just using a lump shaman in my party, and so I was set. So then, once you get your lump shaman, you're going to fuse that with a Foo Dog. Now, that is going to get you an abracadabrador. Ooh. So let's go ahead and fuse this guy. I'll make you watch some of my, I'm pretty much going to make you watch all of my fusions as I go, because that is part of the fun. But I'm not going to make you watch it. In between these, I'm going to level stuff up. That way I can continue down the synthesis path that you guys can follow along. Although this isn't going to be the most efficient for me, it'll be good for you guys. Continue synthesizing. Yes. All right, so after you have your abracadabrador, you are going to want to fuse him with, where did I put him? With any demon that you have, basically, literally. So let's see what demon I want to choose here. I want to use my Blinkster, because I know how to get 100 of these really, really fast. And that will get us the Knight Errant. Boom. Confirm. We will take Wisdom Booster 3, Whoosh, and I'll even take Wisdom... Oh, I forgot Wisdom Booster 2. It's all right. We're going to get better stuff down the line. Let's take Supernaturalist. There we go. So, this is one of the 4 grandparents we need. This is definitely the easiest of them, so that is totally fine. And most of these aren't going to be new because I've had a lot of these, but it's okay. I wanted to start over from the beginning to do it right. So, after we get the Knight Errant, we're going to go for the second grandparent, which is going to be Bone Baron. And we're going to go for the Skeletron. So, the very first thing we need to get is a Skeleton Soldier. I'm not going to use my large monsters. I mean, I might if I run out of juice and I need more. But we're going to take a skeleton and we're going to fuse it with a a Restless Armor to get the Skeleton Soldier. Okay? There we go. Synthesize. So this is like the great-grandparent, the great-great-great-grandparent, kind of. We've got a little bit of synthesizing to do here. So we got our Skeleton Soldier. He's done. Now, in order to finish getting the, we also need, it's a lot, all right? There we go. Continue synthesizing. Yes, we are. So next up is we need to synthesize a Funghoul and a Kalamari Kid to get a Scarfish. Funghoul, Kalamari Kid, Scarfish. Let's go. Again, if you have any of these monsters, feel free to skip this. Like, if you already have a Scarfish, you don't need to get those, right? You're already set. We are going to put them. I got to level them up. We're going to put them in our party. Continue synthesizing. Yes. Okay, so once you have that, and we are going to synthesize it with our Woebergine. You know, I can't remember what this guy is called. He's like invisible to me because he's the least cool monster in the game. Here we go. To get a King Kelp. All right. Synthesize. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Welcome, King Kelp. Continue synthesizing. Yes. Then we are going to be taking our boyo Lumpy Man. We're going to take the Poppet and the Lumpy Man and make another Lump Shaman. I mean, I'll take a... I don't think any of these matter. None of these are good. I know I don't really want to focus on that, but also I'm like, all right, let's just make sure we don't get rid of any skills that I want in the future. But this is not the part that I care about. All right. Now we are going to go back to the skeleton soldier. Sorry, we're not quite ready to synthesize the skeleton soldier yet. We will be soon, though. All right. We're going to take the lump shaman and the king kelp. 1 second. Sorry, the king kelp and the lump shaman for the cursed crooner. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it on moving. We'll take the hater. Hey, anytime we get a new ability, I'm in, right? I do want to make sure we're not ending up with too many skill points, though. I don't want to accidentally get above 999. I don't think I will, because they're losing some every time they synthesize, but we are synthesizing things that synthesized, so that usually is a way to increase the the amount of points overall. So to save time on my end, so I could level up more monsters at a time, we're gonna jump around a little bit and do more synthesis at a time. Let me see how many skill points this guy has first. 119, so we might have to end up spending some. But we are going to get a harmer. I already have one here, and so I'm not going to synthesize that one, but that is going to be a phantom fencer, which is the lower echelon of the circle of corruption in any rank material monster, and you'll get a harmer here. I don't know why I already synthesized them before the video. I'm just dumb. That's all. I think I was like, oh, that guy's cool. I want to get him. But there we go. We got him. You can also, it says you can get him in the Circle of Fortitude lower echelon, but I think that's the boss monster. I don't think that actually is reasonable for anyone to get at that stage of the game. So next we are going to take a regular skeleton. Let's see. Do I have another one here? A skeleton, and we are going to take a a killer Gilla. A killer Gilla is one that is actually synthesis only. It is like the lump wizard. It takes at least one G rank dragon or at least one G rank undead. So that is a very, very easy synthesis. Basically any dragon and any undead, one of which is G rank, which is the lowest rank. I don't know if they need to be exactly G rank, but trust me, those are easy to find everywhere. And then you are going to get a Kilagilla. Take that Kilagilla and synthesize it with your skeleton. And I'm not going over where to get all of these that are recruitable. Maybe that is something I should include in a future version of the video, but it's honestly, I felt like it would be too time consuming, and for me just to give you the list in the website, it would be easier for you. They're all on the lower echelon or lower. Hey buddy, what are you doing? I'm trying to go outside. But just for the skeleton, you've probably seen them. It's the lower echelon of the Circle of Conquest. Pretty much all seasons during, just needs a blood moon. Not during summer, for some reason. But then we go. We're going to get our boy here, the Skull Rider. You know what? Keep Dragonheart. You got 30 points in that. Why not? It won't matter. We won't use it. But there we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I'll be right back. I got some leveling to do. All right. Now we can take our Cursed Crooner with our Skeleton Soldier here, and we can make a Skeller, a Secker Lelton. All right. Obviously. Duh. What a name that guy has. All right. What are their skill points at? 104, 158. We're still totally good. Take the Destroyer because it's new. Absolutely. Don't worry, guys. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. We're almost on our second grandparent. Remember, there's 4 grandparents, 2 parents. All right. Now we're going to take our Harmer. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I'm already doing enough editing. I'm not doing cuts for everything, all right? We're taking a Harmer, and we're taking our Skull Rider, and we are going to make a Grim Rider. Tactical Trooper, pretty awesome, actually. I think, like, the thing is, so many of these units are good. You might stop at any point and be like, oh, I just got a bunch of badass units. Yeah, you're right. I think we're still good on the skill points on this guy, too. It's the next 2 synthesis we might have to watch out for. No shinies yet, either. I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't care about any of these being shiny, but it is still free stats, essentially. All right. Now. here's what we're gonna do, okay? Now, finally, we can synthesize our grandparent number 2, the Grim Rider. So let's go ahead here. We'll take Dark Horse because it's new. Want to get all those in our back pocket here. And now that I got the second grandparent, we can synthesize the first parent, but I'm gonna put that on pause for a second. That way I could do some more synthesis right here, right now with you guys. So we effectively have, if we take a look here, the Knight Errant in this, we have our Knight Aberration, but I cannot use him yet, so we are gonna hold off for a minute. And we are gonna move over to the second parent, which is a Cosmic Chimera. Now this is where you could save a lot of time if you're later in the game. One, there is a chance of obtaining them in golden eggs in general. And two, this is a unit that is just scoutable in the upper echelon. So an upper echelon of the Circle of Conquest. So if you're much later in the game than I am, you could just go scout this guy right away. No problem. But for all of us that are in the lower echelon, we want to make it. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our boy Skippy here, and we are going to fuse it with a Stark Raven to make a Pogoan Penguin. Doesn't matter what we take here. We're going to get a shiny. I knew it. He also looks big. Maybe not, not large, but he looks like a big one. So next we are going to take a Blinkster and a Dracky. Also, I'm hoping I didn't accidentally synthesize any of the stuff I need, so I have to go scout again. We got a Dracky, we got a Blinkster, and we are going to make an Imp. These are all things I'm going to have to level, which is why I'm doing it right now. That way I don't have to come back 16 times. All right, so we got our Imp. Next, I need to get another Lump Wizard, which my favorite combination so far is Dracky and the Undead Dog Boy from the second zone, because that's the first zone, second zone, just very, very easy to get. I'm sure there's lots and lots and lots of combinations that you'll easily be able to get. I'm going to put him in my party. I need to level him up. Yes, I will continue synthesizing. Thank you. Next, we are going to synthesize. I'm just doing this in bulk now, as you could tell. It's easier for me. We're going to take the Succubat, and we are going to take any slime monster. I'm thinking the Pearl Boy here, and we are going to make a dark slime. It could be any slime, literally. It's a special combination, I think, with literally any slime of any rank. So I could do something like that, but this guy has been in my party, I think, longer than anyone else, so it's time for him to die. We'll take a dark slime. How many points have we ended up with? 56, 64, not a lot on this guy. Okay. Perfect. Wonder how many shinies we're going to get through this process. Not a lot, seemingly. And so the ones that there'll be some monsters I'm using that I'm going to not show us getting, obviously. Like, there's a lot that I've scouted that aren't just going to be through synthesis. Like Ghost, for example, right? I'm going to use in the next coming up here, and it's just a Circle of Conquest lower echelon summer in the clear or acid rain. So again, they're not, some of these monsters aren't going to be synthesized, but I'm doing my best. I'll be right back. All right, so now we're going to take our Pogoan Penguin. Where's he at? Sorry, kitty cat. I'm just trying to put his ass in my face. You go that way. I don't want your butt in my face. Pogoan Penguin with our Imp here to get a Chimera. Not the same kind as Full Metal Alchemist, all right? We don't talk about that. So there we go. Chimera, which is another one of our grandparents, so we're 3/4 of the way there. And honestly, we're getting pretty close. Relatively. Only 16 more syntheses to go, and then we're there. All right, so now we're going to make a Frightgeist with a Ghost and a Dark Slime. Ghost, Dark Slime, Frightgeist, welcome. Boom, boom, boom. Lots of new boys here. Also, I got to make sure I got enough. I mean, we're pretty close. I don't think I need that many more, but I had to go catch a Blinkster because I think I was correct in the beginning, but I think I miscalculated how many I had based off like, oh, I need certain ones to do certain things. All right, let's take our Lump Wizard here, and we're gonna combine it with the Blinky Boy here, and we're gonna get our very first, at least on my account, Wizard. This is actually one of my favorite creatures. The only reason I haven't used it is because I like Lump Wizard so much, but he was like way up on my list of things I wanted to do, but I think that's an issue with me, is it's kind of like, I treat this game like Pokemon in some ways, where it's like you find your favorite, you make it good. This game is about saying goodbye and moving on. There's no doubt. Continue synthesizing? Yes. All right, so next up, what we are going to do is synthesize our wizard with a Dracky to get a Draco Light. There we go, Draco Light. I like looking at my skill points, see where I'm at. Plus, I like watching this with you guys because maybe I get a shiny. Shiny does not mean a color palette swap like it does in Pokemon. It just means boosted stats. This game already has every Pokemon or every monster with, you know, color swaps. That's just kind of like part of the nature of the game. All right, so next up, let's take our boy Draco Light, get him a little Frightgeist action here. And we are going to make a Devil's Advocate Drakima. I should look at what some of these do, because I'm sure they're pretty good. I'm not, as you can tell here, I'm more concerned with keeping it efficient from a time standpoint than I am from from getting all the right skills on the end result, because you can get those later. You can always synthesize the thing with other things once you have it. Once you have the monster, it's actually not too hard to make it what you want. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and, now that I have levels, we're going to go ahead and take the Bone Baron and Knight Aberrant. We're going to take a look here. How many skill points? You have 124, you have 221. Pest Controller, new ability. I do want Whoosh Virtuoso as well. So we got to be careful, because I want the Wisdom Boost 3 for sure, because that takes quite a while to get back. There we go. It's even shiny, bro. It's even shiny. Continue synthesizing, of course. So now we're going to take our Drakima, and we could fuse him with our Chimera to finally get Cosmic Chimera. Now we got Cosmic Chimera. What's our skill points? Are we not wasting? I don't think we're close to wasting any. No, we're good. Cool new ability. Kerplunk Dance. That's kind of cool. Pearly Gates. I like some of these. These are pretty awesome. All right. Now let's hope for a shiny here, because two shiny parents would have been awesome. It's okay. Continue synthesizing. Yes, because now we are finally, we have both parents, which means we are able to get our one true god, Dragonlord, using only monsters from lower echelon, period. All right, everything I got, I farmed myself, and I got it all from the lower echelons. I only went to the medium echelons to get experience to speed that up. We can even make a, oh, you know what? We can just make a Gigantus instead, actually. Maybe we just do that. Just kidding. Let's take the Dragonlord. Only 4 stars on Wisdom, honestly. Not the greatest growth rates, but it's okay. Also, I did get Wisdom Booster 3, so we will have Wisdom Booster 4 on our boy. And then let's take Sovereign, because Sovereign is really cool. There we go. All right, goodbye, Knight Abhorrent. Goodbye, Cosmic Charisma. Cosmic Chimera. You served us very well? Question mark? Shiny, bro. Okay, we didn't end with a shiny, but it's okay. There we go. We got the Dragonlord, which we all know who actually started it all. The reason I wanted this, and what I do in pretty much every game that I get a super cool wizard like this. This is our original Lump wizard. That's where it all began. That's how come he has the super stats. Continue synthesizing? Yes. Actually, no. I think I'm done now. I think I've quite had enough. I'm not ready for another adventure. You can see you can make all kinds of crazy shit with them now, too. Probably not worth it, though. But there we go. We got him. I guess let's go take a look at him really quick in the party, right? There he is. Lump Wizzy. Let's go ahead and give him his, we already know we're going to put in a bunch of points to both of these. Let's give him Kazap, and then let's go Wisdom boost up to all that. There we go. That's a lot of wisdom. Holy. Okay. Let's take him outside. Let's take him for a spin. And while we do this, he's level 1. He's not going to do good, all right? Understand that. He might even get one shot in the first fight, all right? Let's just respect that that's who he is right now at a level 1. But we got him. In fact, we can even favorite him, I think, in a different screen. But let me know if this video was helpful. Let me know if it was too disjointed, if it was negative, positive, what you guys think about it in general. I hope it helped you, and I hope it showed you how you can, even in the lower echelon, get some of the best monsters in the game. But it is obviously, there he is. Can I take a look at him? Not really, huh? There we go. I don't know how long this video was. I had to make like 38 different clips for all the different stuff, so hopefully it was helpful to you. Do let me know. It was a much bigger pain to make than I thought, but there we go. I wanted to do it for the very first time on video. That way I could show you guys how you don't need anything to get badass units. But also, this guy's one of my favorites. And I'm sure that there's even better monsters you can get, maybe better monsters with less effort, or maybe now that you have this, you can go even higher. But this is kind of where I wanted to stop, because this is my homie right here. I'm probably going to keep him in my party for the rest of my playthrough. But yeah, you know what? Let's do at least one fight with him. He'll probably won't get an attack in until the second round, though. But that's good, because now he'll have enough MP to actually fight, right? God, he's so fucking cool, man. Only level 10. That means he's going to take a lot of experience to level up, man. Normally, my guys get, like, even with only 3 members in the party there, yeah, that's going to be rough. Normally, they get, like, level 13, 14. So, level 10 means it's going to be much harder to get him up to the 40, 50, 60s. I might even make him big. I'm probably going to make him big, if I'm being honest. Man, this guy's doing great right now. So he got 2 levels, and he got 9 more wisdom. I mean, that's pretty good. I have so many silver tiaras. I actually think they're a pretty good item, but it's weird that accessories like that can drop. Because, like, I don't feel like you need that many. Let's do one more fight. Let's see if my guy gets an attack. I just want to, you know, I went through all this effort. I wanted to have at least one attack in the video. We'll even slow it down. Hatchet man, take me by the hand, take me to the promised land. I think he only has one not that strong attack. It's not like he's going to do really good here, right? He doesn't have the skills yet. He just has Kazap. All right, that was still, he actually did finish the fight. Good job. Thank you, DRAGONLORD. You've earned your spot on my team. All right, and that's going to be it for today, guys. Again, let me know if it was helpful, if it wasn't helpful, or whatever. Much love. Per platypus is per platypus. I'll see you on the flip-flop. Bye.